Hello, everybody. I hope you are all doing well. Welcome back to another live stream on the channel. I do apologize. I made a mistake. I was late to the show. I completely forgot the press conference was at that time, even though I scheduled it for like 9 o'clock. Yeah, basically, what happened was, I'm going to be blunt, I fell back to sleep. And that's kind of what happened, really. Nothing much I can, do on the situation. I fell asleep. I massively apologize, and yeah, crap. Actually, why can't I see any of that? Oh my god, YouTube Studio lately has been so buggy. Now, why is it doing this? Like, man needs sleep, bro. I do, man. I do. Everybody needs sleep, my G. Sleep's very important. Sleep is very, very important. Um, everybody needs their sleep, my G. Everybody needs my sleep. Bless up to everybody already in the house, though. Smash these likes and make sure you're subscribing. For some reason, why is it that doing that? The YouTube Studio is genuinely so annoying with this new update. Like, why have they done this? It's so bad. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, chat, we are going to get into the press conference. So yeah, let's get into it.
Training alone. Live on Sky Sports. Obviously, Arne, while you're in Milan, Mo posted a picture of himself training alone. What's the situation this weekend? Will he be involved? If not, does that mean he's played his last game for Liverpool?
I will have a conversation with Mo this morning, and the outcome of that conversation determines how it will look tomorrow.
What do you need from him to resolve this situation then?
What I need is a conversation with him, and
so he's basically saying if he says sorry, if he shows remorse, depending on how he feels, he'll probably be on the bench.
I think the next time I speak about Mo should be with him and not in here. But yeah, you can keep on trying, but there's not much more to say about it that I speak to him today. And like I said, the outcome of that conversation determines how things will look tomorrow.
Can I just ask though, is part of the issue asking him to do more defensively?
You can try it in multiple ways, but I think I just said that the next time I speak about him should be with him. I
don't really blame Slot, for barely getting involved in the conversation. The conversation's become boring. Like, it's the same chat every day.
We've spoken a lot in the last week after the Sunderland game. I think there have been a lot of.
Look to everybody in the building, man. Make sure you're smashing the like and make sure you're subscribing to the channel.
Our representatives and him, between him and me, after the Sunderland game, and today I will speak to him again.
Have you had an apology, though, or do you need an apology? Not be the last one.
Normally, I would say you've had your 3 questions. I think this is the 4th or the 5th, but same answer again.
Clavers?
Oh.
Throw one more in there. It's back to the game, though. But you are unbeaten in 4 now as well. So I'm just wondering what platform you've given yourselves to build on that.
I think apart from being unbeaten, I think we've shown that have been a team in the last 4 games that were indeed difficult to beat. That was difficult to create chances against us. Team worked really hard, put a lot of effort in. Been again a bit unlucky in the results, but showed great resilience. 4 games in 10 days with not a lot of players available. is I think a compliment to the players that were available. How they managed to get, first of all,
Yep.
some results, and second of all, the work rate they've put in.
Hello again. Over those last 4 games, as well as 6, pretty much coincided with Alisson's return into the team. How much of an impact has that had on everything?
It's every time a player is available again, let alone a player that is so good as he is. That's helpful, but I think Georgie did a great job as well when he wasn't there. I don't think Georgie or Alisson have had a lot to do in general in games.
No, I would agree with that.
Chance. In most games that we've played, not all of them, but I think 90% of the games, I think we've hardly conceded a chance. So yeah, it's always helpful when a player of his quality is back, but I want to emphasize on the fact that Georgie did a good job as well. But it's nice to have him there. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question about team news as well?
Yes, of course.
Injury-wise, how's everybody looking? Anybody coming back? Anybody not available now?
Federico is not ill anymore. He trained yesterday.
Oh, so he's not ill.
Trained today again, so I assume he's ready to be in the squad tomorrow again.
And can I just check with Endo and Cody about how they're doing and what they're injuries?
Yeah, it's gonna be weeks.
What are their injuries?
They're out for them.
With Cody, it's a muscle injury. That's Kessel. Cody is a muscle injury, and Wata is an ankle injury.
Thank you.
Just one on your home form recently. Obviously, Liverpool's home form last season and in recent years has been pretty impeccable. In the last 5 in the league, it's 2 wins, 2 defeats, and a draw. Are you finding it difficult to play at home at the moment? And with the form that there's been in and 60,000 expectant fans, I just wonder what that impact is having on your home performances at the moment.
I could completely understand this question if our away form would have been outstanding.
15 of you in the building, man. Let's try and get these like 20 chat. Bless up.
At home and away from home far too many times than we would like. And there are reasons for that, which I think I've spoken about, everybody's spoken about many times, but never enough reasons to lose so many times. So I don't see the relation between home games and our results. I see it in all the other things I've said recently, why we've dropped points or lost games.
And you've talked about how teams have targeted you in certain ways and played certain tactics against you this season. I just wonder if you expect Brighton to go down a similar route, or what kind of sort of threat you expect them to pose you.
Yeah, I've said, not only I've said this, it's so clear and obvious every time. Sometimes I see a photo that some pundits have shown. This,
I would love them to be right.
That it's so obvious that if you see the league, I think the league has become much more direct. But then there's the league, and then there's Liverpool. How teams play against us in terms of how direct they play. That's, I think, a nicer word than a long ball. That's one thing, and I think there have been certain game plans against us that I've seen more and more as well, which I referred to in the press conference again before the Inter game. So I've said multiple times we have to adapt, and let's take the Sunderland game where we struggled to create a lot of chances, and the game after they faced a team that hit a shot far from outside the box and scored a set piece. Yeah, these are the ways to unlock a team that's either defending low and hardly gives away anything. And the other option is, of course, an individual that just outplays dominates the 1v1. That is also something. When I looked at City Real Madrid game, I saw some great examples of that. 1 or 2 individuals that were able to create a lot, and another set piece scored in that game as well.
Carl? You started Isak and Ekitike together in Milan, and very rarely did they have a chance to do that. I just wonder what you've learned from that and how it affects your thinking going forward in terms of where they play and the formation that they play in.
For God's sakes.
I think what we all saw, which is completely normal, the more they will play together, the more they will adapt to each other, and the better they will cooperate. I think it's fair to say that the other two that were on the pitch,
So far,
two
Slot's not
number
looking
9s,
for
Thuram
excuses.
and Lautaro Martinez, were more used to play with each other. But I saw also promising things from the both of them. It's been the second time they played together for obvious reasons, because match fitness is the obvious reason in that. And I think we will see more of this in the future of them playing together. But Alex also got a knock in the first half. So let's see how he has recovered from that today, if he's able to start tomorrow, and if he's able, if I make the decision to start them again together, or we do it in a different way.
Well,
Hi, Arne. Off the back of that, and speaking about going direct as you were before, the benefit of having two 6'3" strikers like that is that you do have the ability to go direct yourself, particularly against an aggressive, high-pressing team like Brighton. I think they win the ball in the final third more than any other team. It's not something Liverpool really traditionally done, even when Gakpo was in the team, who's another 6'3" striker. I just wonder what your thinking was. Is this a kind of a philosophical thing that you don't necessarily like, or maybe just an idea you haven't quite got to yet?
I don't think height always tells you if a player is perfectly equipped for that style. Sometimes players are really tall, but they struggle to win their duels, and sometimes they are less tall, but they're really strong when you play the long ball towards them. I think both Alex and Hugo at this moment of time, you can better use them with balls in behind.
Well, no, that's why we need to
balls
feed the
into their
ball
body.
to him then.
Where I can see especially Hugo trying to improve. So if I compare him with, for example, was it 2 months ago when we played Brentford, where he probably got the first taste of what it means to have a game where you really have to fight for your position. That wasn't a game that was played a lot over the floor. But I see him trying to do this better and better. But in that part of his game, there's still room for improvement, as there is for so many parts of our game in general.
Beth?
Hi, Arne. You obviously said on Tuesday you only have 13 outfield players. I think you've obviously got a few injuries at the moment.
They got mates.
Concerned in terms of the squad depth going into the next few weeks, and is that maybe something you'd like to address in
No, I think it's helpful that in the upcoming weeks we don't play as many games as we did till now. I think I wonder if there have been more teams that have played 3 games in 7 days this season, and I think we had to do it 3 times. Already this season. What can I say about this? I'm almost happy that we're out of the League Cup, because if we had to play with 13 outfield.
So man's happy he's at our cup competition. Oh, it was a good press conference, and you have to throw in stupid stuff like that. No, we're not happy we're at the League Cup. We want to win trophies.
Players available with any Premier League experience.
Can't be saying we're at the fucking League Cup.
But not players that have
Premier
League experience. And we had to go Arsenal away on Tuesday again after already so many games played. That maybe, I don't know, people can understand a little bit better why I made that lineup against Palace, which wasn't good for me, but I did this, another decision I've made for the team, because losing a game of football is never a good idea, and that is what happened when we were not in the best run of form. But sometimes players need rest as well. So look at Dominic, look at Virgil, look at Ibu, look at Ryan. They played so many minutes because other ones weren't available. So it's good for them.
No, you can't be saying you're happy at the fucking call.
A run of games where there's 1 week rest in between. And players will come back from injuries. And when they are back from injuries, there's more to choose from as well.
James?
Just on though, in terms of the decision-making process with him not going to Milan and then whether he's part of the squad tomorrow, is that solely your call, or is that above you with Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards?
If he's in the squad, yes or no?
Well, and the decision not to take him to Milan. and this weekend as well?
I think we've decided as a club, and I was part of that decision, not to take him towards the
So you was a part of the decision. You said in the original press conference on, what was it, Tuesday, it wasn't your decision. So Slot has already proved he chats bollocks and lies. My manager's just admitted to a lie, live on TV. What a fantastic look, the Liverpool manager.
game, and I'm always in contact with them. But when it comes to the decision making of the lineup or the squad, they always leave that open to me. But that's not to say that I don't talk to them. Mainly Richard, by the way, not Michael.
New York. Smash these likes and make sure you subscribe and share, man. We're literally, I don't even know how close now. We're literally subs away now from
Till now, and I think this will never change. Is entirely up to me.
Do you want Mo to stay?
Sorry?
Do you want Mo to stay here?
Like I said, another way of asking it, but...
well, it's just a yay or nay. It's literally just yay or flipping nay. It's like reacts. Do you want a cup of coffee? It's either yay or nay. This is what annoys me with this manager, when he just goes off and chats rubbish. Donna, I'll be honest, I genuinely couldn't literally get it. I'm just trying to get on my flipping stream, for fuck's sakes.
The next time I talk about Mo should be with him, and I have no reasons not wanting him to stay, if that is a little bit of an answer to your question.
Malcolm? Do you still have a relationship with him then? As in, I know you said otherwise, but is it fair to say that this relationship...
Any day have better questions than you are. No, I wouldn't say better, but they tried and not both. It's useless of asking this question if I've said so many times the same answer.
Given the fact you're unbeaten in 4, do you feel some sort of justification for your decisions? Or do you feel like the performances are just...
This club has won a lot of games with him, so that's an answer to your question, I think.
Michael, last one.
Just back to what you're saying about the number of fixtures. You've also got 2 weeks in a row now without a midweek fixture. How beneficial will it be for the players in the training ground? You haven't really had that basically since pre-season now.
Yeah. No, that's definitely beneficial, because training time helps to get connection going, although playing time helps with this as well. But it's also safe to say that some of these players have played so many minutes that I don't think my performance staff will tell me, okay, let's go out in the upcoming 2 weeks and train twice a day. I don't think that's what they're gonna advise me. So yes, there will be more playing time, so there's more time to prepare for a game. Because that's also the difference between us and Brighton. I think they've had 5 or 6 days to come up with a game plan, train this, optimize their game plan. And it's the first time after the Inter game we have a session today. So, but yeah, that's also, if you play in Europe, is the last thing you should complain about, because this is what we want. But it is a reality for us in the last months, indeed.
Interesting press conference. So, chat, we are going to go through what Mr. Slot did have to say, because I thought that was very interesting. Enter a press conference there around Mohamed Salah, when being asked, do you want him to stay? And you couldn't, ultimately even answer it with a straight question, which I thought was interesting. So no, let's go through some of the quotes. So he said, I will have a conversation with Mo this morning, and the outcome of that will determine what happens tomorrow. So basically, depending on how it goes, he's going to be in the squad. But then he did furthermore say, I have no reason for not wanting him to stay as well. That's what he also says. Apparently both of our keepers hardly had anything to do. Opposition teams hardly create chances against us. See, that's where it goes back to just chatting fucking waffle again. This is what I mean. That's where it goes back to just thinking, nah, you know what? That first half of the press conference, I'm not saying it was fantastic, because I thought it was quite boring. But you know what? He was speaking some okay stuff. I thought some people could have asked him a bit more about Harvey Elliott, and being honest. But I don't think it's a joke. I genuinely don't know about there. Happy out of the cup is wild. I know. The guy, I can't believe my man really came out and said, yeah, I'm happy to be at the League Cup. Sorry. Okay. You're happy to be at a cup competition. Good one, mate. And you wonder why people just have no confidence in you when it comes to you being a Liverpool manager. Absolute flipping div. Oh, man. Let me go to Anfield sector for the quotes. Look at this. Not something you want to hear your manager be saying. We spent nearly $500 million, and he said, I'm always happy to be at the League Cup. No, bro, if you think that, yeah, you know, there's sometimes in life, say things, yeah, and then just think about what the response is going to be. Do you really think people are going to go down with you saying that? Do you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Genuinely waffle. Do you think Liverpool win this weekend? Probably not. Probably not, mate. Not Jonas pulling up as well. Yeah. Don't need to stop. Yeah, man, I've tried to. Yeah, any Donner accounts banner. Any Donner accounts banner, man. Special like, subscribe, chat. If you are new. But no, these are the press conference summary. So we'll go through it. Salah will speak with Slot this morning. And that decision will decide Salah's availability for Saturday. So basically, depending on what Mohamed Salah says, will be massively dependent on if he's actually going to play or not. Which, okay, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. He then furthermore says Slot has no reason to not want Salah to at the club. I think that's a very PR answer. Very PR. Federico Chiesa is also back from illness. Surprise, surprise. Of course, we go to Italy, and yeah, he's all of a sudden ill. Yeah, good one, mate. Good one. Watara and Gakpo are going to be out for weeks. Yeah, he did confirm that those players are going to be out for weeks. I suspect they're going to be out for a fair bit, to be fair. I think they're going to be out for a fair bit of time. You know, and to be honest with you, I think someone like a Cody Gakpo being out for that time will actually do him good. You know, Conor Bradley came back with a good performance against Leeds and a good performance against Inter after coming back from injury. I'm not saying Cody Gakpo needed the injury, for Christ's sakes, but I think hopefully he's a player that can thrive off, you know, coming back fit and healthy. You know, fingers crossed. Watara, Wendo, and also Endo. We don't I can't remember what he said about the endo injury. Alexander Isak has a knock from the Inter. Oh, for God. I didn't hear that bit. Alexander Isak has a knock from the Inter Milan match and will be assessed before decision on his involvement. Salah's frustrated with the freaking 3 games a week and was almost happy to be at the League Cup. No, he said he is happy to be at the League Cup. His words were literally, I'm so happy we're at the League Cup. Are you joking? Are you joking? Happy out the League Cup? I'd be happy if you weren't our manager, but you don't see me ranting and raving at every flipping 5 minutes, do you? About flipping happy to be at the League Cup. That's what I mean. Absolute wishbone. Absolute. Let me see if there's any more news in particular. But yeah, bless up everybody in here. So yeah, Isak has a knock, and we'll have to wait to see if he'll be available against Brighton. That's what the manager also said. I mean, look, it's just is what it is, isn't it? And what's in Carl? Some tweets here. Obviously, most are saying he will have a conversation with Mo, and it'll be a big turnaround if Arne Slot and Mo Salah have a successful peace talks, especially after spending all day together yesterday in training ground and meetings. This is getting serious. We need today's talks are successful for LFC fans. Yeah. Look, another Donner account. Which one's Donner? Which is the Donner? If there's any Donner accounts, just bin in it. Do you know what I mean? Not one journalist said, "Excuse me, happy to be at the League Cup." And bro, you can't be Liverpool. I don't give a fuck if people say, "Oh, why are you crying? It's only the League Cup." Okay, then. So we should just accept our manager to be happy out of being out of competitions. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll just be happy then. No, sorry, but that I just can't be happy with that. A manager coming out literally saying, "I'm happy to be at the League Cup." No, you're gone, mate. So did this manager not plan for all comps? Exactly. Does he? This is what I mean. Does he not plan for all comps? Does he not plan for these? But no, it's his fault we're in this situation, so as to why he, quote, had to win the League Cup. Yep, that is true. Smash a like, subscribe. Klopp will not say I'm happy to win the League Cup. I think, to be fair to Jurgen Klopp in his early years at Liverpool, I think he might have. I think we will see the best of. He's at the season. I guess we'll see. You know. Barnsley are beating us in. Oh, listen, if we lost to Barnsley, man, I'm quitting YouTube. I don't think I can handle losing to fucking Barnsley. Bro, I couldn't handle losing to Barnsley. I genuinely couldn't. If Liverpool lost to Barnsley, I genuinely don't know what I'll do. I think I'll have to just quit. We can take it on. That's probably what I'll have to do, you know. But no, chat. They are the summary recruits. If you are new, we are going to do a lineup builder to end off the stream, because I will be doing my personal preview later. Right. So I need to figure out what do I want to do. I think the manager might go. Chat, would you be happy to see that? A 4-1-2-1-2. So basically a diamond formation. Because if he's going to go with a diamond. Oh, no, Isaac. So might I. Oh, God. Chiesa actually might get a game. Chiesa genuinely might get a game. Oh, my God. Because if there's no Isaac, potentially, because of a knock, no Salah bin because it doesn't start, Gakpo's out. Oh, my God, Federico Chiesa. Federico, he's here to win. One chat with Arne and he said, ciao. Fuck off, you, I'm a cuppa now. Do. Oh my God, Chiesa actually might genuinely get a game. Oh my God, Chiesa genuinely might get a game. Oh my days. Chiesa might get a game. Oh my God, I actually can't believe that. Federico genuinely may get a game. This is news. Oh my days. Right, okay. Let's just say he goes with this formation. Brad's. So yeah, I'm going Brad's. At left back, Kirk's. Centre back, Verge. And Canate. Gravenberch. Sob. Verts in the 10. Hugo Ekitike. And you know what? Just sod it. Child, if we saw something like that, I'd be over the moon. I would genuinely. Oh yeah, Bradley is suspended, isn't he? Yeah, he got yellow. So it would have to be Gomez. Man, that could actually genuinely be a dream. What's that song where it goes, it was all a dream, it was all a dream, it was all a dream. Oh my God, guarantee if Keita does not get minutes, I'm genuinely gonna I'm gonna sort it tonight. Guarantee if Keita doesn't start, I genuinely give up. Like real talk, I give up on Chiesa ever getting minutes. I genuinely give up. Because at that point, I just don't think he ever will. Does Jones start? For me, yes. 110%. 110%. Fuck me, what on earth are these accounts? Fucking what? Oh God, you can never win. Man said the goat's back. Chat, just do what you need to do. But no, that's the team I would play tomorrow. If it was up to me, I'm rolling it back. I'm putting Chiesa up top with Hugo Ekitike, Verts at 10, Jones, Gravenberch, Sabos, and then back four of them with Allison in goal. That's where I'm going. I'm trying to think of else who we could go. Who was on the bench versus Inter? Let's have a look. Oh, I might go Maka in there. Verts will definitely get a start. Yeah, he has to start Chiesa. If we've lost another attacker, surely Chiesa's time is now. Because if it's not now, I don't think he'll ever get time. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see him ever getting time at Liverpool. If it's not now. Like, this has to be now. But yeah, chat, technically tomorrow could be Mo Salah's last ever game for Liverpool. If he does not come on, I think by the time he gets back, he could have been sold. He very much could have been sold. To chat, what normal person has many accounts to play YouTube chat? A grown man, by the way. Wait, who are you on about, Wesley? Rio, Chiesa, Endo. Well, Neone will make the bench, same with Rio. And Chiesa will make it. Endo's injured, isn't he? Can't believe he's actually said out in public. Yeah, and pissed off, isn't it? And actually pissed off about the fact of we're at the League Cup. Man's fuming. Don't think Mo Salah leaves after the Brighton game. I guess we'll have to see, mate. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I hope not. If it was up to me, Mo Salah wouldn't be leaving. But, you know, and it's only the League Cup. Okay, then, Catalan. So it's a good mentality to have then. You know, just, okay, we'll just go at the Cups. Like, no, that's a poor mentality, if I'm honest. I think that's a very, very poor mentality to have. You know, I think that's a very, very poor mentality. Very, very poor. Let me do something, one sec. Bro just keeps coming back, come back. Oh, man. Man can't actually win, you know. I don't know. Endo's injured. Yes, he is. I've already given a reason. If I'm being honest on, I've already given a reason. If people choose to listen to the reasons, then that's up to them. If they don't. Do you know what I mean? If you choose to just think, nah, I won't listen, then that's kind of remotely on you, not me. Do you know what I mean? Disgraceful mentality, yeah, man. Exactly. My man can't be coming out and saying, yeah. Oh, man. Caroline, that's the problem. You say you don't, that in a press conference, but you don't come out and say you're happy to be at Cups. I'm sorry, you don't. It's just something you don't say as Liverpool manager. You don't say as Liverpool manager, I am happy to be at a Cups. You don't. Oh, bro, I don't even know. Probably both at the same time. Do you know what I mean? You probably say both, innit? But I want to listen to David Lynch's reaction to it, because he's done a reaction with follow-up news. You know, I can't believe he actually my brother came out and said we're happy to be at the Cup. Like, what the fuck is that mentality? I'm happy to be at the Cup, guys. Flipping jog on. No sound. Oh, for God's sake. How was there no sound?
in the squad against Brighton.
Right, can you hear that now?
His Liverpool future, doesn't it? Because if he sits
Let's
down,
restart this clip.
face Brighton at Anfield on Saturday in the Premier League, but of course that wasn't the real reason that everybody turned
idiot.
out to hear from Arne Slot in his pre-match press conference here at the AXA Training
That
Centre
is not the real
on this
account.
pretty dire Friday morning in Kirkby. Of course, the real reason is that everybody wanted to hear a little
That
bit more
chap in
about
one
Mohamed
se-
Salah versus
Who
Arne
the
Slot
f-
and the controversy that has engulfed Liverpool over the
Oh,
past few
man.
days with Salah's comments after that draw with Leeds. Of course, a huge controversy around that. Now, I have to say, from a personal point of view, I mean, it's kind of interesting from a journalist perspective to cover this, but of course this story is so big that it seems that every football podcast or every football program you watch at the minute
1 second,
is
child. We'll leave
discussing
the
this
clip
issue
running.
from various angles and so many hot takes on it. It does get a little bit tiresome, but I would say that considered, it is actually interesting to hear from the manager about this because, of course, he is close to the situation. He has a say in it. So I was really interested to hear what Arne Slot had to say about it. So, of course, the first question was around the Mo Salah situation, as you would expect. And the first question was, is he going to be involved against Brighton? Of course, left out against Inter Milan. Is he going to be brought back into the squad and have things settled down a little? Well, the answer from Arne Slot was, I will have a conversation with Mo this morning and the outcome of that will determine what happens. I think the next time I speak about Mo should be with him, but not here. So interesting that pretty much showdown talk's going to take place this morning, and a lot really kind of riding on that, isn't there, in terms of, you know, how is Mohamed Salah going to approach that? How is the manager going to approach that? And I guess the outcome of this meeting not just decides really whether he's going to be in the squad against Brighton, but it decides his Liverpool future, doesn't it? Because if he sits down and he's still very, very angry, decides, no, I'm not going to play, I'm going to end up on the bench a lot for the remainder of the season, I want to leave.
Man said he wants a payment.
Liverpool are going to have pretty much no choice but to facilitate that, to be honest. There's no point keeping around a player who is really, really unhappy, is there? So if he comes and he says that, then there's a real chance, as I say, that a January exit is on the cards, which only a couple of weeks ago would have been completely unthinkable for a player of this importance and legendary status, really, at Liverpool. So it's a lot riding on it. But of course, he could come the other way. He could turn up and say, look, I'm okay with the situation going forward. I'm going to fight to get my players back, and that he wants to calm things down. And if he does that, maybe we see him in the squad against Brighton, because hey, he's definitely in Liverpool's squad of best players, even if he's not in the starting 11 at the moment. So as I say, just an awful lot riding on that meeting this morning, and we await the outcome of that to see whether Salah will be involved against Brighton. It's a massive moment in, you'd have to say, modern Liverpool history, really. I don't think I'm going too far in saying that. It really decides how the story ends, or when the story ends for Mohamed Salah at Liverpool, a genuine Liverpool great. So absolutely fascinated to see what the outcome of that is. Now, Slot was also asked if one of the necessities from Salah's perspective is that he comes with an apology, and he was a bit cagey on that. He didn't really want to give too much up on whether he expects an apology or will demand one by any means. But he was also asked, do you want Mohamed Salah to stay at the club? And he did give something away on this. He said, I have no reasons not to want him to stay. So as much as Salah will say that relationship is completely broken down, is irreparable, you don't get that impression from Slot, and I think he would very much like to have him in the squad against Brighton and for the rest of the season, even if he's not quite in his starting 11 at the moment. So as I say, we wait for fallout from that meeting. It's going to be a fascinating one. So, of course, big question mark then over whether he is involved at Brighton, but he is not the only one with a question mark over his head, or potential doubts as well, because there's a bit floating around in terms of team news and injury. I'll start with some good news, which is that Federico Chiesa is well again. He's recovered from the illness that kept him out of the Inter Milan game. So he's trained over the last couple of days and is expected to be in the squad to face Brighton. Unfortunately, you can't say the same for Cody Gakpo and Wataru Endo. Now, it's emerged now that both are going to be out for weeks. It's being described as by Arne Slot. Cody Gakpo with a muscle injury that he's picked up, and Wataru Endo with an ankle injury. So little bit of a concern there. That again just thins the squad out a bit, doesn't it? He also revealed that Alexander Isak got a knock in the first half against Inter Milan. He said,
Yo, Joe
let's see
Barton
how
is
he
suspended on
recovers.
social media.
Didn't seem like it was
Yeah,
too
you
much
can
doubt
hold
about
that,
whether
mate.
he'd be involved in the squad, but in terms of whether he's able to start this game, we'll have to see. In terms of that, obviously that's a bit of a worry because he's had so many setbacks, hasn't he, so far, but hopefully not too bad. And of course, the injury list at the moment.
It's free to sell on eBay. So I sold.
Is it free to sell on eBay? I didn't know that. I'll take that into consideration. Oh, God, I don't care about your perfume. Cheers.
Looking particularly good, is it? Giovanni Leone out for the season. Jeremy Frimpong still not back. Gakpo, Endo added to that as well. And of course, don't forget that for the Brighton game, Connor Bradley is suspended, isn't he, as well? So again, another kind of selection headache for the manager to deal with and another worry. And you wonder, is he going to make changes for this one?
What I mean, bro, he
To
just
do
makes
so.
silly
I think
mistakes.
Kirkes coming in back at left back, maybe Florian Wirtz after an excellent cameo, I thought, against Inter Milan. And I think with the fact that they've played so many games recently, with the fact that he's got so many injuries, any opportunity he can take to freshen things up, to rotate, I think he should
It's
take
been a
it.
good morning, mate.
I wouldn't mind seeing a couple of
I
changes.
hope you're well as well, my friend.
For this one. And he spoke a little bit more about the kind of the injuries and the issues Liverpool have got. And he said, look, I think it's helpful that in the upcoming weeks we don't play as many games as now. He said, I'm almost happy that we're out of the League Cup. And I know that might be a bit of a controversy.
You can't, I'm sorry, you can't say I'm happy to be out the League Cup. League Cup, FA Cup champs, you can't say you're happy to be out a competition there where you can win trophies. Liverpool Football Club have won this competition the most times. Why do you think I never dismiss or diss the League Cup? Sorry, that doesn't sit well with me.
Controversial statement from a Liverpool manager. You want to win every trophy, you want to be in every competition for as long as possible. But I have to say, he's probably right on this front, that it does Liverpool a favour that they don't have a League Cup quarter final coming up, because look, you could just do without more games at the moment. The squad is already stretched to its maximum. They've already got issues as a team generally, and so to throw in some more important games in there, more
so we should be happy with that then,
at the moment, if we're being honest. It's a bit of an issue, isn't it? And so I think he's right, really, to say that it's probably a blessing that Liverpool are not in the League Cup. Although, to be honest, I know some people won't like that because it's that typical Dutch honesty that he does show from time to time. But as I say,
I think he doesn't show enough honesty.
I kind of agree with him. And of course, having fewer games, it will hopefully help with the injuries, hopefully help get people back, hopefully ensure that more players aren't going out. But it also helps with training, the manager acknowledged. And I think that could be helpful as well for Liverpool. Of course, they're changing shape a bit at the moment. They're trying out this diamond in the Inter game. Can they stick with that? Of course, that will require a little bit more work. And of course, individual partnerships as well. We've seen Isak and Ekitike start together, a rare start together for them in the game against Inter. And he didn't quite have that partnership. The manager acknowledged that. He said, you look at the relationship between Lautaro Martinez and Marcus Thuram that they had on the pitch in comparison as a strike pairing, and it was a little bit night and day. And so the more that Isak and Hugo Ekitike can play together and also train together to work that relationship up together, then that will be absolutely helpful for the team. And of course, he was also asked about the injuries in the context of the January window, and as ever, absolutely did not give much away. And I have to say, a lot of the time with the January window and when players are injured,
we all know what's going to happen in
January.
January.
They've got to do something. I generally don't buy into that in terms of
in the men's, I know he does.
Short term, and you've got to think.
But to be fair, with David Lynch, in the past couple of weeks, he's actually been quite honest in the way he speaks about Liverpool.
If someone's back in a couple of weeks, there's no real need to go and sign someone in January. But I have to say, with Leone's situation and him being out for the rest of the season, with Konate's contract situation being up in the air, with the fact that Liverpool are going to have to sign a centre-half in the next two windows, and they know that because of all these factors. Joe Gomez, at some point, is going to move on as well. And they did try and sign a centre-half in the last window. Surely that's an area you could make a really strong case for them to go out in January and strengthen. And so the manager's not giving too much away on that one. That's something personally I think would really, really help this squad. Whether that can be Mark Gay or not, we'll have to see. But I would like to see Liverpool be active in January, even if I don't always think that's the answer to everything. in this situation, it might just be. So let's see how that plays out. Let's see how things play out with Mo Salah. As I say, absolutely fascinating what the outcome from that meeting is today. And we all hope, I guess, that it's a positive one for Liverpool either way. But we'll see on that. And I'm going to wrap it up there and ask if you can like and subscribe. I would appreciate that. Of course, I will be at Anfield on Saturday to give my post-match review as well. So
No, I'll give him a like.
don't miss that one, hopefully.
But yeah, chat, that's what David Lynch had to say. I thought that'd be interesting. But yeah, bless up to everybody in the building. Bless up. I agree. Let's go through some of your comments and then we'll wrap up. Saying Alonso up front. Akatiki was playing beside Marmoush in a front two. Yeah. If FSU reacted to Mo's interview, ensure you need to react on Slot's comments now too. Yeah, exactly. Accountability is the best ability. Now he said he's happy to out the League Cup if people hope he'll be prepared for Barnsley's defeat. Nah, I've got to go and I've got to go and pick some up at 12:30. I've got to go and pick some up at 12:30, and it's about a 20-minute walk. And then plus I need to get my shoes on and stuff. So I am going to have to, I know, and I've not even done about an hour today. It's annoying. But I am going to be live later today at 3 o'clock. So I'm probably going to do 2 hours. No, I'm not meeting Donna, mate. The only thing Donna is Donna flipping kebab, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like a Donna kebab, and that's it. But yeah, smash a like, subscribe on your way out. I'm going to redirect to the stream later. Because I don't think anybody else is literally live. So we're going live at 3 o'clock, so in a couple of hours. Maybe I might go live a bit early if I can. I just don't know what time I'm going to be back because it's about a 20-minute walk to the place where I've got to go to. So I'm not going to be back here until minimum 1 o'clock, 1:30. So probably back then. I'll probably have some lunch. But yeah, bless up to everybody in the chat. Bless up Canan, bless up the men's, bless up QT Mods, bless up Wesley, bro. Bless up every time. Bless up to Aunt Dico. Bless up to Mick. Yeah, man. Bless up to you, my friend. Who else we had in the building today? We've had about $1,000 in the building. Flipping how big. Who else has been in the building? Let me look. We had you Reds in there. Big up to you. Yeah, we've had a few of you guys in the building, man. Big up Twisted as well. Yeah, bless up to Liam was in my chat for some reason at that time. Yeah, chat, I was late because I did wake up late. So when do we have the next stream scheduled? 3 o'clock today, mate. What are you going to dry cleaners, sick up? Best stuff. What? What are you on about? Have a good one. Pick. Wait, I don't know what you mean, man. I don't know what you mean. But yeah, bless up everybody. I'll take care and I'll see you all in a couple of hours' time. Take care. Much love. Take care of yourselves. Peace.